Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Press Conference. Today we are back with another episode of Canada's Drag Race. And today we'll be looking at episode 3. And we have an incredible guest with us, Gahd, all the way from Canada's Drag Race season 5. And yeah, please watch it till the end and comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And also, whatever Amanda says about the Patreon. You know the deal. All right, without further ado, let's get into the episode. Welcome back, guys, to press conference, and I just want to get straight into introducing our guests. They're the incredible queen, all the way. I mean, we're doing Canada's Drag Race, so all the way from Canada. It's incredible queen from Canada's Drag Race season 5. Please, everybody! Oh my God! Hey! And I'm gonna add claps. That's
Oh, perfect. I love the fantasy.
yeah. How are you, Uma?
I mean, like I was saying before, I have had an
Oh, yeah.
absolutely rotted couple of weeks, but I am, drag is keeping me going. It's keeping me connected. It's keeping me. We're being positive.
Yeah. Well, but you gotta take the rottenness of it all and channel it and put it back into the universe towards these queens.
Exactly. That's exactly what we're
Yeah.
doing. I'm trying to make the world
Yeah.
a better place for other people. Which is why I've
Well,
decided that Bombay will not be joining us today because I think that's going to be better for everyone.
that's so true. We got, every week Bombay just. I'm so glad that only you and me are here today. So that's so. I want to ask you before we get into the episode itself, right? It's been a year now that you've been on Drag Race. Well, it's not been a year since you've been eliminated, but because that was episode 6, right? But how has things changed for you? Like, how do you think the year has been for you in terms of just
So
everything?
I've had some amazing stuff happen this year.
Yeah.
And I mean, part of it is because of Drag Race, and part of it is just because like I've been doing this for, I just had my 11th drag anniversary a week
Wow.
or two ago. So like I've done some amazing things. We went to UK Drag Con, which was so amazing. I'm so glad that we got that opportunity. Um, to meet all the people, like the people in the UK,
Yeah.
I almost feel like they like Canada's Drag Race more than Canada does.
Can you blame them?
I mean, I don't get it. I don't know why. They just like
Because
there's just something
because
about.
UK Drag Race UK. I mean, come on.
Oh, I love Drag Race UK, but that's the thing though, is that like especially coming from Montreal where we do like cabaret drag and it's very
Yeah.
conceptual, very camp, very silly. The UK loves what we do in
Mm,
Montreal. So like
yeah.
we get love in the UK that we don't get anywhere else. It's wild. So like I got to do that. I got to go back to the Edinburgh Fringe, which is like the world's biggest performing arts festival. There was
Wow.
3,700 shows this year, and I got to be one of them. I had 3 sold out nights. I got to meet so many amazing people. I got to host some Pride events in Canada. I was in Prince Edward Island. It's been amazing.
That's really cool. And how? Because when your season was airing, how was the public response, and how do you think that has changed over there, like course of a year for you?
Like about me specifically,
Yeah. I mean, if you want to talk about the
everything
season in general, but you first.
for me, like the consensus seems to be that I'm very divisive. But my drag
Mm,
has always been like that, even like on a local level. People love me or they hate me. There's no in between. And being on the show was kind of exactly the same. So like,
um,
they're like everyone always loves to bring up the lip sync between Xana and I. And like it's exactly like I said, it's like people are like, you looked absolutely insane, you were terrible. Oh my God, I can't believe you would let yourself go on TV and do that. And then there's other people that are like, that right there is everything I need in the world. And I'm like, that's what I'm here for.
that That lip sync is so iconic. I love it.
I
I
mean, I
love
had
it.
a great time and I won, so
Exactly. Exactly. That's all that matters. So are you enjoying this season? Season 6?
oh, absolutely. I mean, I was there for Uma's best friend race, and that is
Mm-hmm.
always my vibe. I'm there to make friends and have fun. And so like this season is obviously a lot more dramatic. So
Yeah.
there's moments where I'm like this can't we be friends? But they're doing a great job at making amazing TV. The drag is wonderful. It's yeah,
That's good.
they're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into the episode. I'm gonna do this. Okay, that's better. There you go. So at the beginning of the episode, we find out that the queens are going to be doing snatch game and a design challenge, and they get to pick which poison do they get to pick. So, do you like this? Do you like that there's two different challenges and you get to pick? Because I don't know what you would pick. I was thinking, and you were in the bottom two, I think. For this is not real,
Yeah,
just an
I was in the
observation. Yeah,
bottom for both of them. So I mean, like
yeah,
this episode would have been like lose for me. I
mhm.
can't make a decision. Well, no, sorry. My biggest pet peeve is in a group project when people
Yeah,
can't make a decision. Because I'm like, girls, we have limited time. Let's make a fucking decision. But on my like
yeah,
inside my own spirit, when it's for myself, I am I am happy to let the universe decide for me. So like
yeah,
producers being like, this is the challenge this week. I'm like, sure, I might bomb, but that's not about like that's you made this choice. If I
yeah.
have to make that decision, I'm like, oh no. Like because I am very good at imagining scenarios where like both of these are the right choice and both of these are the
Yeah.
wrong choice. So like I don't know what I would have chosen in that moment.
Mm.
Um, I mean, I probably would have picked Snatch Game, and I mean, I would have done my best.
So you're saying like your choices between Snatch Game and Design Challenge, it would be lip sync.
Yes, yeah, well, yes. Well, listen, I'm going to be really honest. So, I mean, I know everyone always says this, but you know what? It's my right as a drag queen who's living her like French vanilla fantasy.
Yeah.
I don't think that I did as terribly as they made it out to seem. I felt
Mm.
like, I'm not crazy. I don't think I won, but I think that I was solidly safe and there were some other
Yeah.
choices that could have, been moved around, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So I think that if let's imagine I'm in this snatch game, I still think I would
Yeah.
have been safe.
I think so too, because there were some real duds. And so, so the poison picking happens, and we find out that in Snatch Game category, we have Ebony, Karamilk, Maya Fox, Saltina Shaker, Sammy Landry, and Velma Jones. And then the design challenge girls are Dulce, Hazel, PM, Stardoll, and Vanguard. And PM is already kind of struggling, like already crying and sobbing, and
Oh,
so
but like I would have been exactly the same. You know what? Like it would have been bad enough to kind of like have that choice kind of like non-existent choice where like you get
yeah,
picked, but you get to like but finding out after that Maya gets to
yeah,
choose outright, I'd have been like I would have set something on fire.
that's true. That was kind of said. I will say about like the two challenges thing. On paper, it's a good idea. Like I enjoyed this episode. Let me start there. But I think at the end of the day, I don't think the girls should have been allowed to pick. I think it should have been assigned to them because it is still a
Oh.
competition. We're not running charity shop. This is a competition. They're competing for $100,000. They shouldn't be allowed to
Uh
pick. I'm sorry. That's not.
listen, it's a competition, but it's a reality TV show first.
That's
It is
everybody
not a
bombing is fun. Think
Yeah,
about
but
it.
okay, so here's the thing. This is my biggest issue with anything that's on reality TV
Yeah.
is when production tries too hard, and this is on any show because I've seen it
Yeah.
on so many, especially now that I've like been on the show.
Yeah.
When production tries too hard to make things difficult for the artist, listen,
Mm,
the thing is that all of us
yeah.
think that we have skills that we don't have. All of us have bad days.
That's true.
All of us will fail on our own merit.
That's true.
Even if you give us everything that you think we could possibly need,
Yeah.
we will someone will still fail. You'll either have amazing performances and you'll have the hard decision of having to pick who failed from that, or if you try so hard to make everyone fail that all
Yeah.
of a sudden half the cast is failing, like it makes the show look bad in my opinion. So like
Mm.
that's like I don't think that, we need to make things more difficult for people. You just need to give them the challenge. You don't need to make the challenge more challenging.
Okay, I see what
I
you
like to
mean.
see people succeed.
Okay, yeah. No, I see what you mean. So if that's, if I agree with you, then I will say they should just do one challenge a week.
That's fair. I mean, like that's a preference thing. And let's be real, in the end, it doesn't really change anything, right? Like this isn't
Yeah.
gonna all of a sudden like ruin the season. So like I think that's a fair opinion to have. Absolutely.
Yeah. Because if I think I would have like the snatch. I would have loved to see more of like Maya's snatch game. Like just maybe if it was like just snatch game, then we could have had more the good ones. But
You know what? I get the feeling that production after last year's Snatch Game, they were too scared
yeah,
to give it any more time. So
yeah,
which PS, I'm just gonna say it did not when we were in that room, it did not feel the way that they made it
mm,
look
as
on
if
the screen. Like all of us were like, wait a minute, what? Like it was a very weird day.
it was so. And then they just announced Xana winning like on the stage
Oh,
itself.
everyone thought that was a joke. Everyone, including Xana, everyone thought that was a joke. Mais ça dit rien. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, okay? Like,
Yeah. So funny.
anyways,
So let's look at the first challenge of the night, just the snatch game. And we have Karamilk as Flavor Flav. We have Velma Jones as Justin Trudeau. We have Hazel, I think, was that Hazel? No, Saltina as
yes.
Albert Einstein. We have Sammy Landry as Marjorie Taylor Greene. Maya Fox as Teresa Caputo. And we have Ebony as Kiki Palmer. Which one stood out to you the most? I mean, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah, Maya, honestly, and Maya, I remember watching her season of Call
Yeah,
Me Mother, and I will be 100% honest that I
yeah,
don't remember this coming out in the show at all. Like, so I was very pleasantly surprised.
yeah.
She did so good, and not even
So
like,
good.
well, she did better than all the people that were terrible. Like, she just
Yeah, no,
straight up, that was a great Snatch Game performance.
yeah, I agree. And I think she did a great job of actually volleying with um, Isis and Pythia rather than having to talk to Brooklyn. Because let's be real, Brooklyn would probably tank the room. Like if I mean we know the snatch game, Celine Dion. So it's just
Uh, well, I think that that's why, like, I don't. There's a lot of people online that say things like, "Oh, they should replace Brooke and bring in someone like Jimbo." Now, the thing about Jimbo or even
yeah,
any other like contractually hilarious person, let's say, like a
yeah,
stand-up comedian, anything like that, is that they can't just be great at Snatch Game or they can't just be funny because someone like Jimbo, and I don't know Jimbo, so like this is not me saying this is what would happen, but this is what
yeah.
my fear would be is that they'd come in and they'd like bulldoze everyone with how
That's true.
good they are,
Yeah,
which isn't helpful either. Having someone who gives you nothing and someone who gives you too much is both too extreme and it makes the
I
whole
agree.
experience really difficult.
Yeah,
So I actually think that this was really clever having Isis and Pythia come in because neither of them is the kind of person that's going to bulldoze you in this game because
that's
they're
true.
they're playing it just as much as you are.
That's true. I agree with you. If they didn't have like Isis or Pythia there, I think even Carson could have hosted. just to have like
I
and then Brooklyn and Tracy could have been like the panelists. But
I think that that's yeah, it's something that's worth trying, and who knows, they might do it on another season. But I
yeah,
like that they kind of heard what the fandom was saying about how like this came across on screen, and I like that they're rolling with that. That is one thing about
yeah, yeah,
Canada's Drag Race that no one can take away is that they are very adaptable.
that's true. That's very, very true. They always, whenever something doesn't work, they fix it. I love that about Canada's Drag Race here. So, who was the worst? I mean, you have a lot to pick from. So,
Actually, I don't think that that's necessarily true. I mean, listen, Velma is one of my favorite people in this city. Like we both live in Montreal. We worked together
yeah,
since she started in drag. Um, and I know that she is very funny and really capable. She's before she was in before she started drag, she was an improv
yeah,
artist. So like I know that she can do well. This was not it
yeah,
though, unfortunately. The language barrier is always going to put her at a disadvantage. And I know people are going to be like, stop using that as an excuse. It's not an excuse, it's a reality. And until someone has to live that experience, they never understand it. Like you don't know how difficult it is to try to be
yeah,
funny in a different language, and then you want to volley with people while you're trying to interpret. Then you have to translate what you're going to say. It's a whole thing, you
yeah,
know. So I know that she can be great, but this was unfortunately just really not a good representation of what she is capable
yeah,
of. So I mean, yeah, it was Velma. Unfortunately, she was not great. She was so nervous. I could see it in her eyes. So, but it is a nerve-wracking experience. Oh my God. They just walk you into that room and they tell you, sit here, there's your camera, don't touch anything until we tell you to. Go.
that's
That's it.
crazy. Yeah,
It is.
that's
And it's wild.
that's
Like
so
you watch
crazy.
it for like 5 minutes on this show,
Yeah,
but we're there for like forever. It's wild.
that's. I think like since you said like Velma is an like improv artist, she should have picked maybe like a different celebrity. I think that would have helped. Because Justin Trudeau, what's there? He's just Justin Trudeau. Look,
I mean, I think she could have had a couple of more like iconic lines from him, speaking moistly, and I think we all knew about Katy Perry. No, was Katy Perry a
no,
thing at
it
this point?
wasn't.
No,
They
no, she
just
was not.
started it. Yeah.
But I mean, like, he tried to weave in, leaving his wife, which was a very big deal. It was such a big deal that when it happened, I was in the UK and it was
Oh.
on their tabloids.
Oh.
Yeah. So like him leaving his wife was a huge deal. So like there was some stuff
Yeah.
to choose from, but yeah, I mean maybe she could have picked somebody else, but I think she was maybe worried about like the instinct would be for her to do somebody from Quebec, but then you always run
Yeah.
the risk of people having no idea what you're talking
Yeah.
about because there's so much funny stuff that she could have drawn on if she had done like local sitcoms or local celebrities, but
Yeah.
yeah, Snatch Game also listen, I'm going to say this. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Say
I
it.
know that you're probably trying to get to a point, but I have
No, no,
something
no.
to
Say it.
say.
Say it. Say it. Say it.
People need to understand something about Canada's drag race. Our copyright laws in Canada
Mm,
are so much stricter than they are in the US. So
mm,
Snatch Game is not just difficult, it is
yeah.
levels of difficult that the other franchises I don't think realize. So like in the US
Oh.
they'll always do like Bendela did Maggie Smith as the
Yeah.
Dowager,
Yeah.
but she just wrote down Maggie Smith.
Maggie Smith.
Well, you're not allowed to do that.
Oh.
You're not allowed to quote lyrics. You're not allowed to quote from movies. You're not allowed to like if you make a reference to anything that's like an IP, you have to like transform it. That's why I was the lady or whatever. Like we had to find a way of getting around the brand name
Yeah.
of the sponges. And I had to be really careful about not accidentally saying the real name of the sponges. So like you're not allowed to reference anything that a human being didn't like like you can't play somebody and then quote their movie. You have to say
That's
what they said in an interview.
correct. Canada TV. You guys are lucky that you have shows like Heated Rivalry on to keep the lights on because they.
because like that's one of the things that the fandom doesn't know about. But yeah, our copyright laws are so strict. Like, that's why you don't see a lot of references in our runways. That's why, like, you have to. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes for stuff like this that people don't know about, and so they look at us like, ugh. But like, it's just copyright law. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Maybe they should just retire Snatch Game for Canada and to have something more improv-y, like a different type of improv.
Maybe we should just play hockey and be done with it. Half the cast wanted to see me in the shower room, so.
Are you watching it? I mean, obviously you are. That's like the national show of Canada. That at this point.
To us, it's a documentary.
I need to watch the third episode. I haven't watched the third episode yet, but I need
Me
to.
neither.
I heard it's very.
We're unfinished.
Oh, okay, that's good. But okay, what do you think of Flavor Flav?
I think that Karamilk looked terrified.
Yeah.
And I say that with sympathy because, like I said, like being up there is terrifying. But
yeah,
I know she was trying to do the body shake like Flavor Flav does, but she would do it and like it wouldn't meet her eyes. Like you could see the shoulders going, but in her face, she was like, kill me now, just kill me. Like I could see that she was struggling, and my heart broke for her because like it's such an awful feeling knowing that there's in that room there's only however many eyes on you, but it's actually like a billion.
Yeah. Also, like she was kind of doing Karamilk as Shea Coulee as Flavor Flav, like the clock
but you know
joke
what?
and everything.
Sometimes that works.
Yeah, that works definitely. But this time, unfortunately, I think she was so caught up in like the clock thing that worked for Shea. It just kind of was like, okay, girl, like let's move on. Let's do something else. But yeah, I don't know how you would like do anything else with Flavor Flav. Honestly, that's like different from Shea. You make him gay, but then Shea did that already.
I mean, I didn't watch his show. I just know that he.
Oh my god, you haven't seen Flavor of Love?
No.
That's criminal. We gotta end this chat here. This is.
I mean, I'm sorry. I grew up in a village of 250 people.
No excuses. I grew up in a third world country.
We didn't have cable.
I grew up in a third world country. We had the power cuts for like 13 hours, 14 hours, 15 hours. No excuses.
You know what? That's fair. I mean, well then, thank you so much for having me. It's been lovely. So, I mean, like, I'm sure that there's more stuff that you can draw on if you watch the show, but I couldn't tell you what to do because, well,
yeah,
I didn't.
What about Albert Einstein? Before you be nice and all, I will say it before you be nice and all. Okay, I'm just gonna say it.
Say it?
Loki, I hated it. There you go. Now go ahead.
Oh, you know what? Snatch Game has this this weird thing that happens where even if the characterization is bad, if the performer just sits in it and like looks like they feel in control, it makes for a good Snatch Game. Like I'm sorry, but Jada's Prince?
Yeah,
where she had no idea what she was doing, and it became a whole other thing. But all of a sudden, it was hysterical. It was like it was not a good Prince impersonation. It was not actually a good Snatch Game performance.
Yeah.
But somehow it ended up being great just because she was like, "This is it." And like I think that's what was going on with Saltina, where like the person, like Albert Einstein, you chose it because you could wear a mustache and make him gay. Like there was a couple of cute jokes, but overall, it's just like you could have also done this for Santa Claus. You could have done this for the Easter Bunny. You could have done this for Bill Clinton. You could have done this for everybody.
I agree.
So I think it was a smart choice. I think that it was a well-performed choice, but I don't think it was anything revolutionary.
Yeah.
Why didn't you like
it? This is kind of my pet peeve. Now that there's been like 100 seasons of Drag Race, where queens will take a character and the entire joke is like, he's gay. Like, oh, I'm going to be the devil and he's gay. I'm going to be like a Bigfoot, she's gay. Like, it's like, okay, what else? What
Well,
else?
listen, the homosexuals, we love to talk about ourselves. Like, sorry,
I'm tired.
representation matters. Representation
Sometimes
matters.
it be mattering too much. Let's move on. Like, it's just like the entire
Whatever.
joke is just, oh, it's gay. And then 100%, 99.9% of the time, the queen will say, hey, girl.
Yeah, well, that's all I have to say to that. No, I mean, like, I agree with you, but also it's just one of those things where like we're kind of running out of
That's true.
people that we can do without having to be in Karamilk's situation where you're being
Yeah.
compared not just to the celebrity but also the queen that already performed that, and like it's becoming more and more difficult, so it's gonna happen.
Yeah, true.
But yes, we can come up with a better stick than always just and she's gay. It's like
Yeah.
the
Hey,
the
girl.
drag race equivalent of like and then she woke up.
Yeah,
You know,
literally. Literally. It's just so.
I don't know how to end this story, and then she woke up.
Woke up. What do you think of Marjorie Taylor Greene?
So I think that from what we saw, I think
Yeah.
that Sammy could have gone a little bit kookier because she even said it
Hmm.
herself that like Marjorie's like a conspiracy theorist. And I
Yeah.
remember the first time I ever heard about her, I didn't realize that she was a conservative because she was talking about like her crystals and like how the
Yeah.
crystals were helping her or whatever. Like, so there's some kooky shit to get in there, but from what we saw, Sammy wasn't like digging in there.
Yeah.
I think that she was doing her best. She was out there and she was trying to interact with people, which I think was really great. I don't think that the jokes were necessarily like knee slappers, but I think that she was
Yeah.
doing a really good job, especially again considering that she's in her second language performing a character from another like a very
Yeah.
particular a very particular culture that we're trying to avoid up here in Canada. We're not doing a
Yeah.
great job, but we're doing our best.
I think the tariff joke was funny.
Oh
Was it
yeah.
her or was it Maya? One of them made a tariff joke that was funny. But
Yes, it absolutely was.
yeah. But I think she could have just become like, I know that she probably didn't want to offend or what, like, but she could have gone meaner. Like just
Oh yes.
a very mean-spirited version of Margaret Taylor. Like, everybody would have liked it, and she would have even like been like, "Ha ha ha ha!" It's funny because it's just she's a bad person. Like, it's okay to laugh at a bad person. I feel like so.
I
It's like
thought you
she
were
could
going to
have
say because
just
she's a
gone
bad person and she knows it. Like,
there.
even
I
she
mean,
would
she
have
kind of
laughed.
yeah, but she's like this. I feel like she could have gone more mean, and I think that would have worked more because she was kind of scared. I feel like to just not maybe ruffle a lot of.
I mean, do you? Like, I mean, she chose this person, so that's her own fault. But would you want to ruffle the feathers of conservatives online?
I mean, it's gonna happen anyway. Might post a runway of her, and people are gonna be mad at her. So it's like it's gonna happen anyway. Might as well be in on it and just kind of have fun with it.
You know what? That yes, yeah. Like I said, she
So
chose that character, so yes, I kind of agree that she could have been. She could have, yeah.
yeah.
And
So
world peace.
and what about Ebony as Kiki Palmer? What do you think?
She looked super centered and confident. I don't think that I didn't feel like there was a million jokes that she made.
Yeah,
I think she got a couple of like a couple of good little like chuckles in, but I don't remember the joke.
I agree. That's how I feel.
But I think she just looked so like
Yeah,
centered.
I think that's a problem with picking someone who's just naturally funny. Like rather than someone who has a lot of one-liners. Like Kiki is just naturally funny. So like it can be hard because you cannot go back to like you only have like a small pool of one-liners that you can pick from because Kiki is funny for being Kiki. That's her personality.
Exactly.
So um but yeah, I agree. It was kind of, I mean, I don't want to say it, but forgettable. But
Well, you know what? No, see the way the Canadian way of saying that is
yeah.
she was definitely fake.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. She was definitely safe.
There you go.
Yeah. So your winner from here is Maya, 100%.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. She was like to me, she was the only one that was like getting the jokes, really centered, playing around with everybody from what we
Yeah.
saw, right? Like I always try to underline that with people because the fans be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
From what we saw, she was definitely the one that was hitting all the marks. So yeah, I think definitely Maya, wonderful.
100%. Who would you, if you had to do it now, right? Now that you've already done it, who would you have done Snatch Game?
Well, I originally I was going to do Jane Lynch.
Oh, and they didn't let you?
No, because again, copyright.
Still so
I don't know if
strict.
this is part of my NDA, right? So like, but it's a copyright issue. It's not
Yeah.
like I'm not telling any like production secrets.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like I couldn't have any identifiable props. So like no megaphone, no clipboard. I couldn't have a
Oh,
tracksuit. I
that's so
couldn't call anybody a
lame.
sloppy baby. Yeah, it's really difficult to do Canadian Snatch games. So like please y'all lighten the fuck up. Ease up on us. We're trying.
So you're saying that Canada's Drag Race is Flopnetta Drag Race?
I think that Canada's Drag Race is trying to do the best with the things we're allowed to do.
That's so true. Yeah, they honestly now more you'll say it, they should just retire Snatch Game for this franchise and
But
let
people
them
are
be.
saying that about the American one too. So like
That's true, but
maybe
the
maybe
American
it is
ones is
time.
on the queens. The difference is that the American ones is on the queens because they're just unfunny. This one is, I think, more external factors.
It might maybe it's a little bit of both.
Honestly, watching, never mind. I won't say it. Next, we're gonna move on to
I
the
love
next part
see
of the.
this makes
Yeah,
me feel good because obviously my aura of auntiness
yeah.
is like permeating the air because you're like, you know what? No, let me be nice. Moving on.
So now, time for the next part of the challenge. Before we begin to like look at the design looks, what do you think of the Brooklyn look? Or you can comment on any of the
Um,
designs.
I think that it's really, really pretty. I love the headpiece.
Yeah,
Brooklyn loves to be able to say, like, by the way, my legs go all the way up to my armpits. Like, she loves
yeah,
that. So I'm not surprised that this looks good on her and it's what she, had commissioned. Um, it did remind me of, is it Athena on the new season of Drag Race? Athena Dion
Oh,
same
yeah, yeah, yeah,
silhouette. So I was like, oh, there's something happening here. Like, what's the reference? Who are we looking at? Who's the who are these designers referencing?
yeah. I don't know who that is. I don't know if you're asking, but
You're yes and you're like, sure, bitch.
yeah, I'll go along with it. You know,
Don't worry, the children, the people, the fans, the real fans of Drag Race know what I'm
of
talking
course,
about.
of course.
Uh,
I'm kind of like Tracy Melter. I'm just doing it for the money.
not too much on Tracy now because she is actually like Canadian TV royalty.
Yeah,
And I will say that she is the best out of the entire judging panel. She is the best one to interact with when they have to do like interview sketches
yeah,
or anything like that. She really is. She knows what she's doing. So like I
nice.
appreciate her. Also, she's just she's
Yeah,
she's a peach. She's a doll. She's so lovely.
I love her. I was just joking. Now we have
Sure.
now, now we have the design challenge. So let's start with Dulce. What do you think? And remember, eight regurgitate. Up to you. Um,
Okay, so I think that this eight, I loved it. It's the dress itself is simple, right?
mhm.
There's not a lot going on here, but if you
Yeah,
look at where she was on that dress towards the end of their like prep time, I was
yeah,
expecting her to come out in the blue dress and that was it. But if you go and look at all of that beautiful detailing that's all over the dress, like all the beading and everything, I don't even care if those are stick-on appliques. Like the dress looks fantastic.
she did.
So I think it's a really great look.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I like to do. I will say I'm gonna nibble it. I'm not gonna eat it fully, But I do love when like a fat girl, because as a fat person, I'm saying this. I love when they can, embrace the curviness and actually be sexy with it. So I really like it for that. Um, I don't know if I'm in love with the accessories, but just I don't know.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
I always get conflicted about this because there's part of me that's like no normal human would want to look like this, but it's a drag competition, so like randomly wearing like
Yeah,
detached sleeves, like we've all done it. It's like the one-legged bodysuit.
yeah,
Every drag queen has this for some reason.
yeah,
No human being wears this, So I always try to judge it from that point of view, and then I'm like, you know what? It doesn't make sense, but it's drag, and drag doesn't make sense.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna, you know what? Like, so maybe a nibble, maybe it's a soft 8. It's
Okay,
a
a light
yeah.
Nash. Okay.
We have options.
Yeah, we do. And next look is PM.
Um,
You're gonna be nice. I just know it. It's gonna be like, oh, she.
I mean, it looks awful. It looks terrible. She knows
Exactly.
it. We know it. There's no reason
Yeah.
to like to try to beat around the bush, but I do sympathize with her, and like I feel so like I you know what I mean?
Are you still eating it or are you throwing it up?
Listen, yeah, unfortunately it's a regurgitate. You know, I remember when I did my outfit, I also had like a
Yeah.
stretch material like this, and I was hemming the edges of my pants. And in my
Mm,
head, I was thinking, this is stretch material, so it's not going to fray. I don't
mm,
need to be hemming this. Am I making too much work for myself? Should I, do something else?
yeah.
And then now having seen like on PM, like you could see the ragged edge of her sleeve, the way it was cut. And I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? No, I made the right choice. I made the right choice when I hemmed it. Yeah.
I don't.
You know what? Oh, sorry.
No, no, go ahead. So you go first.
If sewing is not her strength, she knew it and she said it clearly. So like, I don't think that this is me looking at her being like, "Oh my god, you dumb bitch," whatever. It's just unfortunately, it's not good.
Yeah. I I agree with you. I say regurgitate too. I don't understand the black strip. What is that?
So there's only like to me, I think that there's two options there. One is that it's holding the dress up somehow.
Oh,
Like she put it on and she realized that it was like gaping or it was falling off of
yeah.
her or something. I don't know. Like that's the most logical thing. The only other thing that I can think of is that in the burlesque world,
Yeah.
everybody wears pasties. Like when I did my time and place, I
Yeah.
was I was like shirtless, so I had pasties on because in the
Mm.
burlesque world, it doesn't matter what gender you are. Everybody wears pasties in solidarity with the people who would get in trouble if their nipples were shown.
Oh.
Do you see what I'm saying? So like, there's a
Yeah.
chance that that's what this is. Like, she was just like, oh, I shouldn't have my tits out because, like, for instance, Velma would not be allowed to walk down the runway with her tits out.
Yeah.
So she might have,
Definitely.
like, so they might have decided to like cover themselves up like that. But
Yeah.
that's me trying to
Yeah,
find a
like
reason and
match
be
the thing. But also like
absolutely.
they could have just matched it. Like cut two circles in the fabric and put it on your nipples. At least it matches
I
the thing.
100% agree. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
explain. I'm
It's very unfortunate because I thought PM would serve some, very high concept look.
Well, this is a high concept. It's
Yeah,
no one else would have come up with this concept.
that's true. Maybe the reasoning was that the black stripe would match with the shoe.
Yeah.
But even that is like we're gonna move on. Oh, what do you think of Van Gogh?
I think it's beautiful in its simplicity. I think that they got very, 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 very lucky with an amazing sponsorship from what was it, Anne's Fabrics,
Yeah.
because we didn't have anything this nice on our season. Uh, The fabric is stunning and it's beautiful and simple, but I will say
Yeah,
it is simple. And like the thing about some of the designers, and this is not me commenting on Van Gogh specifically, but we've heard this from other designers on other franchises as well, where they'll say things about like it's fully lined and I did it with
yeah,
real boning and all this other stuff. And I'm like, that's phenomenal for you as an as a designer and as a seamstress, as an artist.
yeah,
But like the runway doesn't care. You know what I mean? But that's from my side of it.
yeah,
So like
yeah.
I
No,
would have liked to have seen maybe something a little bit more like just another little detail somewhere instead of taking the time to do the boning.
yeah,
You know, you could have sacrificed that in a certain way. Like I'm not saying get rid of it all because then the dress wouldn't exist. I'm just
yeah,
saying that like I wanted just a little bit something somewhere a little bit more. But she's gonna hate me for saying that. So, but she, you know what? She's my number one fan, so it's okay.
I'm not mean like you, so I'm gonna say she ate.
Oh, she did. She ate. She ate.
And I think like maybe she saw around the room what some of the looks were gonna look like. So she was like probably like, let me do what I do the best and show like, just like a even though it's simple, like let's show it as good as possible so that I really show them up. And so and I think she did. I loved it. I really, really did. And everything from the hair, like the hat to the makeup, everything is just really taught well taught. I really liked it. And
Oh,
she was
it's
kind of
unquestionably gorgeous.
yeah. And she was kind of hyping up like, "Oh, I'm a designer." So I was like, "Okay, let's see." Cuz even though she said that she'd made some looks, I forgot all the looks that she mentioned. So I was like, "Okay, let me, let me sit back and watch." And she did. I think she did a great job. So it's an 8 for me. What about Hazel?
So the design itself, I actually don't mind it, except I don't know what there was like some like weird little miniature ruffles on her
Yeah,
shoulders.
probably hide the things.
That's entirely possible,
Yeah.
right? It is Drag Race. We know how things work.
Yeah.
Um, there was just something really weird about the fit.
Hmm.
That was the only critique that I had about it. It's just like it looked just strange for some reason. And she
Yeah.
usually looks so like beautiful and glamorous. So like it just I don't know, there was something about the fit that I didn't like.
So you're eating it?
Oh, again, a light noise.
Okay. I I'm gonna regurgitate because, like you said, the fit is, off. I also think, okay, let me say it like this: Is it well made? Yes. Is it great that she did this in the limited time that was available? Yes. Is it kind of not pretty to look at? Also, yes. I just think I don't think it looks good. And I think at the end of the day, you got to make something that looks good.
I mean, I can understand why, but again, I'm just one of those people that's like, girl, it's drag. We wear what we want.
But I just, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't mean, it's got to be good. I, like the dress makes her look old. The ribbon makes her look young person like old person trying to be young. Because it's like,
Well,
oh,
let's be
I'm like,
well, careful now. Careful now.
sorry. This thing, and then the shoe doesn't even match with the dress. It's like at least a red shoe or something.
You know what? I
And the
didn't look at
hair.
the shoe, so I can't say anything.
Well, you're looking at it now. It's just white.
Oh, I can't even see it. So I'm gonna
See?
trust you.
That's the problem. And then it's just like, I don't know. I don't like this. Sorry, Hazel, but it's unfortunate. But whatever. Oh, we have Star Doll. What do you think?
Um, I actually did not dislike it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that like I would say this to their faces, right? Like these are not
Yeah.
things that I'm being shady about, but like the style of drag that Isis and Suki have,
Yeah.
where it's very more is more.
Yeah.
I have a hard time with that,
Mm-hmm.
especially as someone that like I can't do it. Like
Yeah.
I don't have the eye for it the way that they do. Like when they
Mm-hmm.
do it, it's a lot, it's extra. And part of my brain goes like, let's simplify, but I can recognize the fact that that's me and not because it's ugly. They do
Mm-hmm.
what they do incredibly well. And I can tell that
Yeah.
Star is emulating that. But the problem is that I don't feel like she had the technical skills to
Yeah.
make an Isis, to make a Suki in that
Yeah.
much in that time crunch with what she had. So I see
Yeah.
what she was trying to do, and I don't dislike the idea on its own. I think it was just maybe a little ambitious for
Mm.
this, but I think
Yeah.
overall it was not terrible. Like if she wore this to the club, people would be like, "Yeah, queen!"
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So you're a bite, a nibble. Is that what you're trying to
yeah,
say?
yeah.
Um, I agree with you. I personally think this looks better than Hazel's. And
You know what? Yes.
yeah. One thing I will say, like, Star, girl, we know your name is Star. Like, you don't have to put the star in every fucking look. It's like just remove that star.
I actually I live for it because here locally people know that Gahd is a gray-haired old
Yeah.
lady wearing purple, right? And so when I made my package, I was worried about them clocking that and giving me the
Yeah.
max edit, especially because it's gray hair. I was like, it's I'm just gonna be max 2.0.
Yeah.
So my only real regret is not wearing more purple and more gray hair.
Mm.
Because at the end of all of this, when you're done on the show, the only thing that lingers is the is like the stamp of whatever you like shoved in people's faces. And so Star being like stars, it means that for the rest of her career, she's going to be getting star-shaped cookies. She's going to get star-shaped makeup. She's going to get star. People are going to get tattoos of stars. People, this I as much as I hear what you're saying, I'm like, I think
Yeah.
she made the right decision, branding wise.
That's good to have a branding, but it's just like the big ass star in the middle. That's just doing too much.
No, see, you're wrong here because that's not in the middle; it's off to the side.
Oh, okay, fine. It's the one on the side. It's just like, girl, you didn't win a competition where they put your star on you. Like, it looks too big. I don't like it that. But other than that, the look itself, I thought it was good. Like, not good, but like it was fine. And
Yeah.
they clocked her for that floppy thing. And Isis was like, I told you how to do it. Like, girl, who gives a fuck?
Oh well, and the thing again, we didn't see the whole conversation, but just from what we saw, the little
Yeah.
tiny like I think it was like two sentences that Isis said about it in the workroom. I did not understand what she meant about how to stabilize it from the back with the wire. I was like, "Girl, what?" Like I understood the like to make an empty channel and put the wire
Yeah.
through, but then she was like, and then it was that second part that I was like, I don't understand what you're saying, and
Yeah.
obviously neither did Star.
Yeah.
But
She's like, oh
my
my
like,
God, what a great advice. She was just fake as hell.
wow, I mean, she might have thought she understood, and then she tried to do it and went, wait, what? Like, of the anger in Isis's eyes when she was like, I told you what to do,
Yeah.
and I was like,
But overall, this was fine. Even her like accessories, like it's not as boring as Hazel's or like as unmatched as Dulce's. Like it works for this look. That's the thing. I'm so sorry. It's just
uh, Anyway, yeah, but you know what? Yes, and let's continue.
So, who was your favorite out of the looks?
Oh, I mean, Van Gogh really like she deserved the win in there, so I would still
Yeah,
give it to her. Yeah, it was a beautiful outfit, beautiful.
yeah, I agree. I think Van Gogh was the best in this category. Okay, so we find out the Snatch Game winner is Maya, and the Design Challenge winner is Van Gogh. You agree? Because
Yes.
yeah. So they each get to pick, give the beaver to one of the girls from the group. Um, we find out that the bottom queen, like the bottom low queen from the Snatch Game group, is Velma and oh my god, Karamilk. Do you agree with that, or do you think somebody else should have been there?
No, I agree with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the design group, we have Stardoll and oh my god, who was it? Oh my god,
Sorry.
who was in the
It was
like
Stardust and
low
PM.
PM? Oh my god, okay, yeah, Stardoll and PM. Do you agree?
No.
Yeah. Who do you think should have been?
Well, sorry. So PM, obviously. Um, and then the other person, because to everyone else, like you said that like you I would not have said it the same way, but what you said was accurate, where like the other three had issues. Everybody had an issue. Dulce was a little disconnected, it was a little
Yeah,
disjointed, even if it was, a good message and overall
yeah,
pretty flattering. But then like and then you had Hazel, who the fit wasn't great and like the style was not to everybody's taste, but it wasn't awful. And then you had Star, where again, like it was decently made,
yeah.
but was it good enough? So like I don't know. I'm gonna say that I don't agree in it only in the sense that like it could have been any three of them.
Oh, see, where this is where I disagree with you. I think the clear bottom two were Hazel and PM. Clearly, because
Okay.
here's the thing. It's a design challenge. I thought the only reason they put um, uh, Star Doll in the bottom was because she didn't take Isis's critique or whatever of the floppy
Isis
thing.
leaned over on that dais,
Yeah.
looked Brooklyn in the eye, and said, "Bitch, if you don't put her in the bottom," she was like, "I'm gonna
I don't
make
agree
you."
with it. I really don't agree
She's
with
like, if you don't put her in the bottom, I'm gonna make you a dress. I'm gonna make you
it.
several dresses, and one of them is going to have a bomb in it. And I'm not
Oh.
gonna tell you which one. And one day,
I think Hazel slipped Brooklyn a $10 bill before the critiques.
that's also another option.
Yeah, that's what
Anything can
happened.
happen. There's lots of twists on Canada's Drag Race.
We find out Brooklyn's been taking bribes. We're gonna get a Netflix documentary about it. No, Crave original documentary about it.
Favorite, thank you, thank you. But it'll also be available on HBO Max.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so glad that they put Heated Rivalry on HBO Max. Cause I would have pirated it. That would not have been an issue for me. But just that the fact that Crave geo blocks everything, it's like we're gonna run away with your clips. Like I hate it. Even on the trailers and stuff. Don't even get me started on the I
Remember what I was saying about the copyright stuff? Like it's not
Yeah.
just it's everywhere.
Oh my god. Come on, Canada, get your shit together. Now now we learned that Maya gives her beaver to Velma, and Van gives her beaver to PM. Would you have done the same way, or would you have gone fair?
So I don't remember if they aired this or not, but uh my this is my feeling towards the golden beaver and all of these things every single time. I've been saying this since we
Yeah.
had similar twists on All Stars, everything. Everyone always says, we're gonna do it based on track record until the moment that your best friend is in the bottom.
That's true.
You know, I'm sorry, but and she gave me the very top that I'm wearing right now. like we all know that all of these alliances are bullshit. We know that, you know, the consensus about playing it fair based on critique and but
Yeah.
is it critique or is it track record and is it blah 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 blah? It's nobody knows what they're gonna do until they are in that
Yeah.
moment. Even when you look at somebody like Van Gogh, who's like strategic. No, she's not.
Yeah.
She's just going to do whatever she thinks is the most dramatic in that moment. But she's not sitting
Yeah.
there going, tomorrow, if this happens, then I'm going to do that. And if that happens, then I'm going to do that. She's not strategizing. She's just
Yeah.
committed to the chaos. So, like, would I have picked those same people? I probably would have picked Velma because
Yeah.
she's my friend. And I know that that was like a weak moment for her. So I probably would have done the same. And then I probably would have picked PM because she's a weirdo and I want to like stand with that. But like, who knows? In the moment, everything
Mm,
changes.
makes sense. That makes sense. With that being said, I would have saved Stardoll. Let's move on. That was so unfair. I'm still pissed off. Like, Brooklyn, girl, get your head in the
No,
game.
but you see, actually, like if I really think about it, if I had the two people sitting in front of me, I
Yeah.
probably would have said no. Like PM, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Like there are some bad designs in design challenges, and that was a bad design. So I
Yeah.
probably like I also equally could have saved stars. So that's why it's like I don't know which one I would have done.
Yeah. They should introduce a beaver, which you can put one of the safe queens in the bottom too.
Are you listening, Trevor Boris? We have ideas.
Because then I would have been like, Hazel, come on here, baby. Let's lip sync. Anyway.
So you think so?
We,
What you're saying is you think that you could beat Hazel in a lip sync?
oh, no, I'm not going to lip sync. I'm saying, like, girl, come here, Karamilk, lip sync with her. You know? That
Oh,
type.
oh, right. Because you
Yeah.
have the beaver. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You
I have the
won.
beaver. I
I forgot.
won. Come
Sorry.
on. Uma, come
That was very silly
on.
of me. I'm so sorry.
So the lip sync is Tonight I'm Getting Over You by Carly Rae Jepsen. And what do you think of the lip sync?
I do not understand this lip sync.
You don't?
Like
Okay, why?
both of them spent the entire number going like this.
Yeah,
When it's a song about a girl being like, "Bitch, fuck you, I'm over
I'm gonna get
this."
over you. Yeah,
Like if you have a couple of moments of like, "Oh, I still love you," but no, and then you
yeah.
and then you get over it. But they both of them spent the entire number just being like, "Ugh." It was weird.
So you hated it?
Like I didn't hate it. It's just this is another example of, and this is my critique of Drag Race fans all over, is that they've come to expect a certain kind of lip sync from drag
Yeah,
artists because so many fans, their only exposure or their first exposure to lip sync as an
yeah.
art is through Drag Race, and the only time we get to see these artists lip sync is when they are in the bottom. So it's an act of desperation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they've come to expect, like, if you're not doing flips and tricks, if you're not throwing yourself to the ground, if you're not crying, if you're not like, there's an energy of desperation that comes out in these lip syncs.
Yeah,
And people expect it. And then because people expect it, when you get on the show, you feel obligated to perform it. You feel like you
mm,
have to do the absolute maximum, which is not always the case. And I think that
yeah,
a song like this has an excellent dramatic element, and then it also has an excellent dance element. All we got was one dramatic, there was only one feeling throughout, and then
yeah,
nonstop cackety cack cack boom cack cat,
yeah,
which like there's no variance, there's no nothing. And I know it's really easy to say that from like the outside. I don't know what was happening on that stage. I don't know what each of them did that we didn't see. But I'm just saying that, like, overall, I didn't think it was a great lip sync, but I also know that it is a lip sync for your life. So we'll like I'll leave it at that.
yeah. So who do you think won it according to you? Was the right winner? Because Caramilk won this. So what do you think?
Um, honestly, I could not tell you. I think that they were so neck and neck. They were so close
Yeah.
the entire time.
Yeah.
Because every time one of them would do something, and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, there she just won the lip sync." The
Yeah.
other one would pop up and do something, and then while she's doing it, the other one was doing something that I was like, "Oh, girl, what?" So like, it was perfectly balanced throughout,
Yeah.
and so I had no idea who they were going to pick, and I still don't really have a preference. I think that um, I think that Star gave more of a performance throughout the competition up to that point that gave the impression of like I have a lot more to give.
Yeah.
Karamilk was a lot more subdued, and so it gave the edit didn't give us as much to root
Mm.
for Karamilk, whereas Star had already taken up so much space in the confessionals and in the challenges that like
Yeah.
we want her to stick around because we know what we're getting into. So like there was that, but like that's a production point of view, not a
Yeah.
drag judge point of view.
That makes sense. You went like a deep analysis. Wow.
I have thoughts about Drag Race. Okay,
I
what about you?
honestly,
What about you?
I thought it was neck to neck too. I agree with you that like I don't think I could pick one because it was like really good, and it's also too early for like a double shantay, so you can't really do that. And it wasn't like so good that it has to be a double shantay, you know. So
That part.
like I could definitely they just flipped a coin and picked a winner, honestly, because it's just like whoever. But I just can't get over the fact that they did not let Caramel put on makeup, like not even the lipstick.
At least put on a lash.
Yeah, like come
You
on,
know?
let's give her some time, like do something, because they made her dress up as the Snatch Game characters again when they went on
Yeah,
the run,
that was like
and
that
it's
was
like
a did they get dressed a second time or did
yeah,
they like how
because
did
they
they
were wearing
film this?
makeup, they were wearing makeup, and they were like getting ready. So I think it's like
No,
they filmed Snatch Game probably a day before or something, and then
that's crazy. If I did poorly in Snatch Game and then you made me get
but
back into the heat,
I
forget it.
was
I
like,
would just
it's
run
just
off the end of the stage and be like, "You wanted
yeah.
this."
And let's let them like wear something nice. Just if they're gonna put on it's, but no, for some reason, and then that's why Caramilk had no makeup on. Cause like
Well,
Flavor
I got
Flav,
that, but I just couldn't figure out if they had filmed it on two different days or if this was like did they get back into drag or is this clever editing? Like what did they do? I could not figure it out. So
yeah,
like, oh my god, the idea of getting back
like a day, yeah,
into my Snatch Game look with the prospect of like now you know that you're doing it as a
yeah.
failure. I just feel like I'd have been there with my rainbow sponges, just like ah! Rainbows everywhere.
So Stardoll got eliminated. You are you sad about it? Do you know Stardoll?
I do not. I don't know all many of the people on the show this season.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, I know I knew Sammy and Velma,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to think who else did I know.
Van.
PM and I had like followed each other on socials, but never really interacted.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, I'm so bad. If I don't have a picture in front of me, I can never
Oh, I
remember
have
who
it.
I'm supposed to be talking about.
There you go. I don't know if that
Oh,
will
Dulce.
help, but we'll see
Dulce,
now. Okay.
I've done a couple of shows with her, and like Van Gogh and I have like commented at each other, and that's about it.
Mm,
So like,
okay.
but I and obviously I knew who Saltina was, but we've never
Yeah.
interacted. So like people that I had actually met and known, there's only three of them.
Oh, okay. So you
Even
don't.
Paolo, no idea who she was. No one in our city had any idea who Paolo was until she got on the show, and I was terrified for her because I was like,
Oh,
there's a good chance that the local drags will be mad at you for
yeah,
taking a spot from like a queen that deserved it. But she
yeah.
did so fucking good. Like she just made everyone fall in love with her. I think everyone in the city wants to be her best friend now.
I agree, and they should bring her back as Vanjie next season.
Again, are you listening, Trevor Boris? We're telling you what the people want.
And my thought on the Star Doll elimination is that I don't think she should have been anywhere near the bottom. I don't think she should have been eliminated. It was unfair. But I think that's the best
So
narrative to have robbed.
I do kind of agree with you. I think that unfortunately we do have to remember that it's a reality TV show competition, not a talent show.
Yeah.
So if the audience is sitting there going like, "Oh my God, the golden beaver! Ah! Oh my God, the potions, the poisons, the chocolate, the this, the that." They love the twists, they love the turns. It's all exciting, it's all fresh, it's all
Yeah.
new. That also means that when you add things like that into the game, it means that there is an eventuality where your favorite might go home when they don't necessarily deserve to.
Yeah.
So
But
I
the thing
don't
is
think that
like
this is like
but the thing is the you know, I've already said so many bad things, but I just think even with the potions and the poisons and all that, Star could have easily just been saved. There should have been someone else instead of her. So I think it just falls
I think that
on
there
the
could
judges.
have been someone else, but
There
not that
should
there
have been
should have
someone
been
else.
someone else. No, I didn't say that you should be in the bottom. I said you could be in the bottom because when we were talking about the performances, I
Okay.
said I thought that Pearl was going to be in the top. I thought Virgo was going to be in the top. And then
Yeah.
that just leaves the two of you. That's just math, baby.
I'm just saying. I think even with the potions and the stuff and all that, Star should still have been safe.
You
I
know what? I completely understand that. And I
yeah.
know that having those feelings is useless in these scenarios.
I'm not. Yeah. Let's leave it at that.
I think it is I do think that it's sad that Star went home because I do think that she probably had some really great performances in her,
Yeah.
some really great runways. Like I'm sure that we would have gotten great stuff from her. But this is one of those like, well, that's how the cookie crumbles because like human element of letting people pick who to save and who not to save, then it's not about who deserves to be in the bottom, and it's not
Yeah.
about someone being, like it's just kind of like, oh well, when you have three layers of twists in
Yeah.
one episode.
But the thing is, the cookie would have crumbled according to the recipe if the ingredients put in was correct. Think about it that way.
So
Like
you're
if
saying
Star was
RuPaul is incorrect.
yeah, all the way from the top. I just think like if Star was safe as she should have been, and somebody else should have been in the low with like with PM, the cookie would have just crumbled the exact right consistency. But
Okay, okay.
unfortunately, there was one too many eggs put in by Brooklyn that made the cookie very
They scrambled it up too much.
yeah, yeah. So it just
They
didn't
overworked the dough. It was dry.
exactly,
The meringue was deflated.
exactly.
I've been
So
watching. I've been watching. Nailed it.
who's your top four? Because I think it's too soon to ask
Oh,
who's your winner. So give me your top four.
I
Start with
think
who do you
that
like?
who do I like? I really like. I love Sammy. I think that she is an incredible drag artist with such an amazing, like, unique point
Yeah,
of view. Um, I would love to see PM in a top four. I don't know if they've got it in them, but like, I would
yeah,
love to see PM in a top four. Uh, who else? Let's see. Like this is obviously my personal wish list, right? So like Velma, I just love what she does, and I'm so excited
yeah.
for her. She's one of my faves, of course. And I think I think Van Gogh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You didn't sound too happy about that when you're saying that. Like, oh, I think Vanguard. This.
Well, because I don't like I said, I'm there for Uma's best friend race, and she's there
Yeah,
for the chaos. So like on a on a social level, I know that I would
Yeah,
not have been like I wouldn't have appreciated being in the competition with her. I know she would have
yeah,
made me angry. I know that I wouldn't have enjoyed the way that she's playing. I would have hated it. But I also know that she is great at drag. I don't
yeah.
know, but maybe like Hazel,
You think Hazel is
I
gonna
don't
be in the
know.
top four? But
The reason I'm saying Hazel is because I
yeah.
still don't know what to make of her.
Mm,
So there's part of me that thinks that so far she has not done anything so badly that I'm like,
yeah,
oh, she's not going to make it. There's something about her that makes me think like she might, like a little bit like what I was saying, she might Scarlet Bobo her way to the top.
yeah.
You know, like if
Oh,
she's just
yeah. Scarlett Bobo
no,
was doing a film, like introducing a film recently. It was like a screening before the movie comes out. So it was a movie called Primate. And I went there. And I, first of all, I didn't recognize Scarlett Bobo at first because she was like standing at the lobby. And I walked past and I was like, I think that girl looks familiar. So when she walked into the theater, I took a photo, like silently, and I sent it on a group chat. And they said, oh, it's Scarlett Bobo. And then she introduced the movie. The movie started 5 minutes in, sirens, full on like sirens, and please leave the theater in an orderly manner. And it was like very chaotic. And then we walked out and we thought there was like a shooter. And so we walked out of the theater and we went out on the street. And then it turns out somebody pulled the fire alarm. So Scarlett Bobo, if you're listening, I really liked the first 5 minutes of the movie, and I would love to go see it again.
oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then you know what? This is when we find out that it was the production company pulled the alarm, so that way you have to go
Yeah.
back and pay for your ticket.
I was
Dun
so
dun
excited.
dun.
Yeah. It was so random to look to have Scarlett Bobo introduce a movie about a killer chimpanzee. Like, what was the correlation?
Well, because you see, when a man and a woman love each other very much, and what that's wild. That's wild.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry to cut you off. But you were saying that Hazel is giving Scarlett Bobo.
Well, I just because I don't know exactly what she's capable of, so she could
Mm,
absolutely be the surprise top four.
okay. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, like, because that's the thing, right? Is that like I know that if you get on the show, you could win.
That's true.
That's
100%.
if you get on the show, you could win. Anybody could win.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Unless
It's
unless you're like a queen of color in UK, then no.
well. Um,
Since you didn't ask me, I'm still gonna say it. My top four is, and this is who I
Matt, are
hope.
you the host or am I?
It's also a conversation, So we don't.
Well, I. So what about you? What about you, love?
Okay, there you go. Thank you for asking. A really thoughtful question. Thank you. Uh, Personally, I would like to see Ebony. I would like to see Velma. I would like to see Karamilk and Van in the top four, or Dulce too, but
So
like those four.
there's something about Ebony that like I feel like they haven't been in love with her yet. Am I
Yeah.
misremembering?
Oh no, you're right. 100%.
So she gives like drag race top four vibes.
Yeah.
You know, like she has the kind of like bubbly personality that could get her that far. But I don't feel like the judges love her yet. So that's
Yeah.
why I was like, I don't know. I was gonna say either
Yeah.
Hazel or Ebony. Like those are the two that I'm like, I don't know what to expect from you yet because it's been kind of vague.
Yeah. 'Cause I fully think Ebony, like she just, what's the next challenge? I forgot. Is it like a dancing challenge? Did they show it?
No. I
Oh
don't remember.
I forgot.
I am
But
so anti-spoiler that I don't even watch the like next week on.
oh,
Like
next
I
week?
don't want to know.
Oh, wow. Well, it's probably like Rusical and Makeover Challenge together. Something like that.
And they bring in RuPaul to be made over.
Yeah, exactly. And we do Star Booty too. That's the.
Perfect. I remember when that movie came out.
Oh wow. You watched it like as soon as it came out or on the
I have not watched it.
because you're from a
It
small
was
village in like 250 people live there.
yeah. Well, actually, yes, because like don't forget I'm old, right? So like when this movie came out, pirating a whole movie was unheard of because it would have taken you 2 years to download it, and no one would have been allowed to pick up the phone in that time.
That's true. Oh my God. Isn't that crazy? Because because I grew up in Nepal, so our technology also advanced really slow. So I grew up too, even though they probably already advanced here in like the Western world. But I grew up with the dial-up stuff too, so I understand. So it's
So there you go. So
very
yeah, no, I never saw it. I just remember that it flopped, and RuPaul was really mad about it. She blamed the queer community for not supporting queer artists. It
was
was
it
sorry,
also like a yeah, no, go
I
ahead.
remember reading that somewhere. Like I don't know if that's
Oh, I
actually
gotta look that
a
up.
quote or
I
not, but
might do a video on it, actually. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look up the history of Star Booty. But the movie's also like semi-pornographic.
still like he did Rivalry.
Yeah, honestly.
So maybe I'm into it.
Yeah, just to watch it. It's so dumb. Oh my god. They're making like a drag race movie.
Oh, I
Like
know. No,
actual theater
RuPaul
movie.
really said trains right,
Yeah. It's gonna be so bad. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
and Brooke is in it. Brooklyn is going to
That's why
be
I
in
said
it.
it's gonna be bad. I'm just kidding.
They're not asking her to improv. At least I hope not.
Well, imagine the
From
whole movie
one
is just improv.
from one Snatch Game flop to another, I'm allowed to make these jokes. I love you, Brooke.
Gee, I feel like I feel for her to have like to be to participate in a snatch game where you keep like having to talk again and again. Must be a nightmare for her. Like every year she has to like host it. Kind of crazy.
And she knows that like
Yeah,
we're all sitting there going, and who the fuck do you think you are?
yeah.
Like that would suck. Like I had a local girl, like another drag queen asked me like, "Oh, do you want to be part of our snatch game here at the club?" And I was like,
Oh,
why would you think that is something I would do? Why? You're not supposed to like re-attack us.
yeah. Would a snatch game work as like a club thing? Does that work?
Oh, sorry, I said club, but like it's our cabarets.
Oh, okay.
Because
But
in
would that still work
Montreal,
though in the crowd?
oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they do it like once or twice a year here usually. But like it's because
Oh,
we have actual like cabarets. There's no like the Toronto girls, you know, the marathon drag athlete thing that
yeah.
they do. We don't do that at all. In Montreal, we have a cabaret where people buy tickets to come in and sit down and watch the
Oh,
show.
okay.
And we have like hosts that actually like in Toronto, my joke is always that like the hosting, if you're not feeling it, it's basically walking around the three sides of the stage going, "Hey, what's your name? Are you gay? Have a shot. Hey, what's your name? Are you gay? Have a shot. Hey, what's your..." That's all they have to do, you know, if they're not feeling
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Um, but that's why like here we have people come sit down and watch the show. It's why we
Yeah.
have the kind of drag that we do where it's like it's very theatrical, it's very conceptual because we change outfits between our numbers. It's not one bodysuit, glue down your hair
Yeah.
as hard as you can because you're going to be performing for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It gives a different vibe.
Oh.
So yeah, we have Snatch Game all the time here.
Oh, that's really cool. I would love to see a live snatch game so I can boo people.
Oh, sometimes they're awful. They're awful. But I mean, like, the girls are brave for doing it because, like, I won't do it
Yeah,
again
exactly.
unless.
Unless, that's right. But honestly, even if you get on another season, playing Snatch Game is not a done deal. Like you don't even know if you're gonna have to do it. It looks like so. There you go.
I'll bring in a doctor's note and say that I'm like exempt from that, like gym class.
And imagine that works. That'd be funny. They're like, oh, okay.
The scandal. The scandal.
Right?
You're getting the
That's
idea.
that's the end of this episode. Thank you, Uma, for coming. It's great. You were so nice. That made me feel 10 times meaner. So
You know what? God loves you as you are. You mean bitch?
and if thank you everybody for watching. If you made it till the end of this, please write a comment. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm not gonna say it.
What? What
If you get to the end, just write boo, Uma.
Boom!
Booma. There you
Are
go.
are they saying boo earns? Or are they saying boo? I was saying boo earns. Sorry.
Seriously, thank you so much for coming. I really love you. So this was like really fun.
I mean, like, it's my pleasure. I'm very happy that we got to do this without Bombay. And
Yeah.
Bombay, I love you. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I can't.
Did I do it?
I
Oh,
don't
I did it.
understand this. This just looks confusing.
You know what? This one's the best one because then you do this
Yeah.
and it has wings. It has
See,
wings.
like this is so much better. But like this and like this, I don't get it. Oh, that also no.
I'm hip, fly, with it, funky, fresh, and cool. Okay, don't ask me any other questions. Thank you, everyone.